One more thing. There's one thing we need to take care of. We wrapped up all the stuff that we were supposed to sign today, but then we went back and we realized that this one quote that we had of Itachi on this big acrylic thing for Chris Guerrero, this is for Chris Guerrero, that there was just a slight typo or mistake in what Chris had written on the text here. So he had written, you focus on trivial, and lose sight of what's most important. That's what he put on the note. But unfortunately, Chris just missed putting in the. It should be you focus on the trivial. We were able to look it up online and find the quote. Sorry we didn't do it in the moment there because I was writing so much, I was trying to focus so much. But my wife found out that we can actually correct it. So because this was done on acrylic, we can take out that section and I can rewrite that to make sure that we get the quote exactly the way it is. So, for Chris, because we want to make sure that this is done correctly and that everyone is satisfied.
This is a very awesome art piece.
It's a very awesome art piece.
We want the quote to be correct.
We want the quote to be correct. So we're going to go back and we're just going to correct that because luckily on this acrylic, we can take off the paint and then I can put it back on. It's like the Funkos. You know, on the Funkos, so I will give it to my wife now and she'll go work on that. And I can chat with the chat while that's happening.
So any of you who are here, this is a bonus live.
A bonus live. Didn't mean to do this, but bonus live. We're just gonna take care of this real quick. So we always want to make sure that these are just the way they want. Hopefully, this is a public service announcement.
Please make sure your quotes are correct.
Yes.
Send them in. Otherwise, when you get them back, somebody's going to go, that's not the quote.
We really try our best to do exactly what everyone is asking for. But when the instructions are incomplete, or worse, when they're contradictory, when we've got like one thing on the printed Post-it notes and a different thing on the website, we get worried. We don't want to mess things up for all of you.
Especially when the artwork looks so cool.
Yeah, especially when it looks so cool. So luckily, this is a situation where we can correct this.
Sometimes when people send in paper prints, and if your quote is incorrect, you can't fix it.
We can't fix it, right? And like we had one gentleman who unfortunately had sent in 2 Funko Pops, and he had switched the instructions.
He put the wrong Post-it notes on the wrong pop.
He put the wrong Post-it notes on the wrong Funko Pop, and usually when it's these colored paint pens, we can remove it, but he had asked for black, and black is permanent. And so we had to come up with something to try to solve the problem, and it was crazy.
It ended up okay.
It ended up okay.
There was a happy ending.
It was a very happy ending. We were able to find a solution that he liked, and Izzy used all of her artistic powers.
I summoned the artistic powers.
Some of the artistic powers to make it work better. So we were always going to try to make sure that everything is done the way people would like. But please, please, please try to make sure that your instructions are accurate and consistent because we cannot read your minds. Well, I would love to be able to read minds, but I can't do it, at least not yet.
And we want you to be happy.
And we want everyone to be happy.
We really want everyone to be happy.
Custom canvas, how would you be able to send that in? You should check with Streamily. I think probably the safest way would be if you can take the canvas off its frame and then put it in like a poster tube, roll it up in a poster tube and send it that way.
That's probably the best way of it not breaking.
Yeah, that's probably going to be the safest way is, one of those really solid poster tubes and put the canvas in there. That's probably going to be the way to do it, as long as it's not going to damage the paint on the canvas.
Yeah.
I don't know, but check with Streamily to see what it is, because they're the ones who have to handle all that. They just drop things off and do things there. Hello, sir. Thanks, and say my name. I'm not sure what your name is, but it looks like your name is Yosh LeMay 15. So I have said Yosh LeMay 15 because that's your screen name, because that's all I know. Angel of August is sending in a Demon Slayer and can't wait to see my reaction. Okay, cool. Can't wait to see it. That's cool. Awkward Patrick says, please. Yes, it's always please is the magic word, isn't it? It's always good. Please is a very good magic word. Can you say, sorry, Sasuke, this is it. Sorry, Sasuke, this is it. So there we go. Izzy is working hard on the side here to make sure we get this set up just the way we want.
I want it to be very clean so you can put it back.
Of course. So, making sure we get it just so.
Okay.
It was just a lot of words. There was so much I was trying to write on this thing.
And there was a missing the, and that's really your fault, but we wanted it to be correct.
Thank you, Izzy. Izzy was keeping me honest. Always keeping me honest.
You just complete that line. Focus on the trivial.
Okay, can I have, maybe I'll use this as a blotter.
Yeah.
Do that?
That's a good idea. And unless you want a large, another piece of paper.
No, that's fine. I want this thing to write though. Why is it not writing?
The red marker not behaving.
Okay, this red marker goes over
Maybe
here.
good.
And I can play with it.
Bye-bye. R.I.P. red marker.
Play with this red marker instead. There, that was nice and juicy. Excuse me.
I'm going to take your water. Be good.
The trivial.
Make sure it's fitting between the lines, kernel-wise.
Good. And lose sight that's the end of it, right?
Lose sight
Of what's most important.
Oh,
Cool.
great.
And I even kerned it so it's in the same paragraph shape.
Exactly. So
Cool.
that should fade out and look the same as the other red.
Yep, it's starting to fade
when
just
it
now.
dries.
So it looks a little brighter just because it's wet, but as it dries, it's already starting to dry and starting to be the same color as the other ones there, since it's the same paint pen. So there you go. We've got that corrected now, and we'll let that dry. Yep, that's starting to fade in just like the rest of it.
And
Cool.
if any of you out there know Chris Guerrero, just
Yes.
point him to this video where we corrected
Yes,
their items.
if you do know Chris Guerrero, point him to this backup video here, and then we'll know that he'll know that that's taken care of. So thank you everyone for your understanding, your patience. We are wrapping up right at the hour, as we probably intended to originally.
Exactly.
So thanks everyone. Thank you, Chris, for your patience. Hopefully that satisfies. And we'll see people at the Pure Joy event March 6th in San Antonio. I'll be video chatting in. And then for everyone, we'll be back to our normal online signing events. Next one will be in early April. We're still tacking down the dates and when the next round of send-ins should go on sale.
Follow Streamily for updates.
Yep, there you go. All right, take care of everyone. Bye-bye.